Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Deborah D. Jenkins. I am your host for Black Talk Platform, coming to you at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on a Friday afternoon. Our new time is Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm coming to you a little earlier today because I needed to weigh in on Jaheim McMillan's case, and I have another program that I'm participating in later on this evening. Um, I'm doing this because, and you can tell that I'm a little full about it. Jaheim McMillan was a 15-year-old in Gulfport, Mississippi, whose life was taken from him by law enforcement on October 6th. To be sure, all the details around his murder have not been made clear as yet, and that is one of the reasons why I am here today to amplify his story on behalf of his mother. According to the video that I'm about to play for you, his mother is asking for people to share and share and share the story of her son's murder because, for whatever reason, and I'm very unclear about those reasons, social media platforms have been shutting her down and not allowing her to amplify the murder of her baby. And so I came across a wonderful presentation about this tragedy in Mississippi. And I'm going to share it with you right now. And we want to give a shout out to attorney Olayami Alurin, who has put together this video. It is a very emotionally charged video from Miss Olurin, as well as just the details around the murder of Jaheim McMillan. I'm going to repeat his name over and over again because we have a tendency to become sanitized to the murders of Black people. This one, as I watched last night around 10:30, 11 o'clock, it really stopped me because when a young person's life is taken, and this is not to arbitrate the details around his murder, but when a young person's life is taken in such a tragic way, we have an obligation to make sure that the time that they did spend on this earth was not in vain. And so, to do what his mother has asked, I am joining with Miss Alurin and many others in sharing the story about Jaheim's tragic murder. Let me share my screen so that you'll be able to see what I saw last night. Oh, before I share the screen, I want to let you know that I'm doing this for three reasons. First reason is to honor the mother's request. The second reason is in hopes that you will share this across your social media platforms. That's her request of any and everyone who cares to listen to what happened to her son. Just share it broadly. Wherever video is able to be shared, please share this video. And even if you'd like to go to Twitter and just only share Miss Alayami's video, that's perfectly fine. This is not about me. This is about honoring the mother's request. The third thing is she has established a GoFundMe page. I have young adults, and I do not expect to have to put them to rest, to bury them. She has a teenager, and I'm pretty sure that she feels the same. She needs our help. And for you, if you care about this story, that you're watching it because you want to hear what happened to Jaheim, please consider contributing to the GoFundMe. Last night, when I saw the GoFundMe, it was at about $7,300. It is at about $8,500 now, and she's only requesting $30,000. Miss Olayami's video has been viewed almost 150,000 times. Imagine if each of us who have viewed her video gave $1, she would receive 5 times what she's requested. It is not inexpensive to bury a loved one. So if we can just help her in any small way, $1 for everyone who watches this video could far exceed the request that she's made through her GoFundMe. Let me share Miss Oliami's video right now, and then I'll come back on the other side and share a couple of the news clippings. Okay.
Jaheim McMillan on October 6th, but I have to because I hate to come here and tell you what happened to a 15-year-old Black boy named Jaheim McMillan on October 6th, but I have to because not only is it shameful the way that the police in this country treats Black people, but the way that the media and social media are co-conspirators in keeping the messages suppressed, because this child was not only killed on October 6th by Mississippi police, but since then, all the eyewitnesses, his mother, his sister, his family members have had their Facebook accounts restricted so that they can't tell the story. But on October 6th, Jaheim McMillan, a 15-year-old, went to his Family Dollar down the block from his own house. He walked out. Multiple eyewitnesses have said this. He walked out of the Family Dollar with his hands up when he saw the police. Hands up, nothing in his hands. And they shot that 15-year-old boy in the head and left his body there and handcuffed him. And then when his mother came to the scene, they tried to handcuff his own mother. They shot that child 8 times. 8 times they shot that child. And then when he was put on life support, his mother says that he was removed off of life support without his mother's permission. They shot and killed her child, and they took him off of life support. And now they're saying that he was armed, despite the fact that multiple eyewitnesses says he was not. Now, conveniently, the Family Dollar that had video footage, had video security footage of what happened, it's gone. Conveniently just erased. And they haven't released out the body-worn camera footage, and they seem to be refusing to. I just want to give you a warning before this rolls into the next video clip of his mother crying, because you need to understand, for context, not only does this woman have to bury her 15-year-old son, but you need to understand that they killed him so close to her house she was able to run down the street where her son was still dead on the floor and handcuffed. Understand that I wouldn't even share the video if it wasn't for the fact that his mother has asked that people make this video, that people be aware of her pain and what happened, because the story is being suppressed. Her Facebook account is restricted, so she isn't able to tell the story herself. The same has happened to the other members of her family, so that's why I'm sharing it.
So you say you saw what happened?
I saw the cop shoot the guy.
Did he have a gun on him?
I did not see a gun on him.
And the baby was coming out the store. Jaheim was coming out the store.
He was coming out of the store with his
and my
hands
other
up.
son, with his hands up?
With his hands up.
Was he asked for his hands to go up?
Pardon me?
Was he asked to put his hands up?
I did not hear that. I had just pulled in and I saw what happened. I'm having VS TV or whatever you call it, but yes.
Okay. Do you mind sharing your name?
Pardon me?
What is your name?
My name's Deborah Stout.
Deborah Stone?
About Stout.
South. It is Deborah South.
Yeah, I talked to, I think, his niece. She was here. She had braids on. And I followed her home because she had a little boy at home. And, just to make sure she was home. But yeah, I did see it.
We thank you so
And I'm
much.
so sorry. I will pray. I will pray for y'all.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And she,
Can we get your phone number? You can write that down. I'm not gonna record that.
sure.
Man, look at the little man up there on the ground, man. By the door, man. The police over on shot the motherfucking child, man. Child had nothing in his hand, man. What type of shit it did, man? What type of shit it did, man? Man, look at him shot the man in the head, man.
Shot him in the head, bro. I'm sitting
Man.
there watching him.
The kid
I'm
didn't have
talking about
nothing in his
6 times,
head,
bro.
man.
6 times.
This what the fuck these police out here doing, man. Y'all had letting these kids run these streets. This what the fuck going on, man. These motherfucking police doing this shit, man.
That's so sad, man. Then they gonna handcuff him, bro.
Then still got him handcuffed right now.
Handcuff him.
Got the man handcuffed right now, man. Man, what type of shit it is, bro? Hey, ma'am, come on. He coming.
I ain't gonna get shot.
Man,
The man shot him.
the shit fucked up.
Yes.
What's up, bro? Yeah, they shot by 8 times. Cause I heard it over there. I heard it right over there, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm still seeing the traffic going. Hello. Man, bro, the police just shot a little dude over here at Family Dollar, man.
Yeah, they shot him.
Yeah. And then they got the man handcuffed over here, man. They done shot the man.
They shot that man for nothing.
Yeah. Man, I don't know.
Shot that man for nothing. Y'all ain't shit, bro.
Shit, y'all can't get mad for something y'all fucked up on. Y'all can't get mad for something y'all fucked up on. Yeah. Y'all need to be getting on the one who shot that little boy. That's what y'all need to be doing. Hello? Hey, look, don't touch that man, bro. Hello? Hey, look, let me call you back. Let me call you back. I ain't talking to you.
Okay.
I ain't even yelling.
And let's stop calling the media complicit. They're not complicit. They're co-conspirators. Because the police narrative that the media has taken it upon themselves to not only parrot back to us, but to treat as fact, is that he was armed and went to this store and was waving his gun at people. But the store manager of his local convenience store where he regularly frequents says that is not what happened. But that story is not getting out. Just like his mother and all of the eyewitnesses' stories are not getting out. Just like you haven't heard about this. Because that's what they do. They allow police to kill people with impunity and then they cover it the fuck up.
Yeah. So that was the video. Thank you so much, my Jessica. For those of you who don't know and you cannot see her, Jessica Hernandez was one of my first college students way back when, and I'm just so extremely proud of your accomplishments. And thank you so much for sharing this video, Jessica. We both have sons, we both have sons. And, for those of you who have problems with the language of the attorney, forget it. For those of you who have problems with the language of the bystanders who are recording the cops, forget it. That's so irrelevant. People are tired. People are angry. And that is why you hear that type of language. As I said, I cannot arbitrate these the case because we don't know enough about it. The body cam videos have not been released for the family's viewing, for their attorney. They have retained Mr. Ben Crump. He has asked for those videos. the attorney just shared with us that now she was not acting in an official capacity. I keep saying that because I want to show respect to Ms. Olurin, but and what she does for a living. But she said that Family Dollar's videos have disappeared. Why is that? But we heard Miss Deborah Stout, the lady in the car, say that she drove up. When she got there, she saw the young man running out with his hands held up, no gun, no weapon. But the narrative that is being pushed out by law enforcement is that he was armed, and that is why he is no longer with us. Let me say that this case, according to the chief, has been turned over to the Mississippi Bureau of Police. That's the state level for them to investigate. We can rest assured that Mr. Crump has a track record with these types of cases, and the body cam video will be released at some point. The young man was murdered on the 6th. Today is the 14th. So it's been 8 days, and they need to actually do the right thing and release these body cam videos if they have nothing to hide. I hope you didn't miss the fact that she said that he was shot. The mother said she was shot in the head, and he was shot several times. I don't know how many times. Someone says 8 times. I'm not positive. He had to be airlifted from Mississippi to Alabama, where he later died. According to the video, the hospital decided to take him off of life support before the mother could give her approval. So they are just acting recklessly with our children's bodies. And that's enough to throw her into a downward spiral alone. She did not have an opportunity to decide whether or not he could remain on life support. That was not the hospital's decision to make. And I'm pretty sure that that will be addressed legally as well. Again, this is not, this live that I'm doing here was not done in order to arbitrate the case. I am not a lawyer, but there is something very, very wrong about this case. Very, very wrong. And the fact that the media is not covering it properly is why she did it, Miss Olurin. That's why I'm doing it. That's why Jessica has shared it. That's why I hope all of you will share it. This is not about me. This is not about Miss Olurin. This is not about Jessica. This is about justice for Joaquin. That is the name of the GoFundMe. Let me share that with you as well. So that if you just would be so inclined, you can go and support it. Let me share that screen with you for his GoFundMe. Here. His mother's name is Amina Mateen. She is the organizer of this GoFundMe. As I said last night when I saw this video, it was at about 7,300. So they have raised another $1,000 in less than 24 hours. That's wonderful. I believe, again, because Ms. Olurin's video has been shared almost 150,000 times, if any of us would go and look at it again and just send $1, she will get 5 times what she's trying to raise here. On my Twitter retweet of Miss Olurin's tweet with this video in it, it has been seen, I think about just under 300 times, and it has been retweeted about 100 times, I believe. I'm not positive. But even if just a few of us were to, the 200 who have viewed it on my page, and then the 150,000 who have viewed it directly from her tweet, we could help this mother reach her goal. This is not something that she expected to do. She had plans and dreams and hopes for him, and I'm sure he did as well. Don't allow the media to cloud your view about this baby before you find out the details. But the only detail I believe any of us need to know right now is that he is no longer here, and his mother is grieving the loss of her child. All we have to do is support her and her family to ensure that he is able to receive a proper burial So would you please share this video and consider donating to the GoFundMe account. Let me stream the GoFundMe here so that you won't have to look for it. But actually, it is simply GoFundMe.com // Justice for Jaheim. Justice for Jaheim. Jaheim is spelled Jaheim. Justice for Jaheim. Please say his name. His name is Jaheim McMillan. This family needs the support of everyone. And this is not for you all or for me to determine whether he was right or wrong. We already have from an eyewitness, and more than one eyewitnesses actually, that he was unarmed. So that already conflicts with what the officers have to say. The family needs some justice for this child, you know, and I would hope that we could all do our part to support this family. I will be, and that is it for me right now. I would love for you all to join me this evening as I am on a panel with others who are trying to raise funds for Mr. Othel Ozone Wallace. A couple of weeks ago, I had friends of his and supporters of his who are just raising awareness. Listen, we cannot rely on mainstream media to push out the information about tragedies and injustices in our community. We have to do it ourselves. And all of us spend so much time on social media. Let's support those who are experiencing injustices. Mr. Wallace needs a legal defense that can actually deal with the charges he is facing down in Florida. And his family and friends are doing a fundraiser, a virtual fundraiser tonight. And I will just stick my head in just to reinforce the support that I gave them a couple of weeks ago. I would love for you all to join us. I will be posting to social media where you can find the fundraiser. Yes, I am asking on behalf of these families because they can't do it themselves. And you know what? If it were me or any of my children or my family, I would really want to think that someone would care enough to help them, because none of us are independently wealthy. The independently wealthy, they're not on social media in the same way that we are. And everybody needs help every now and again. I would love it if you all would join me in supporting both these families. But right now, the one that is tugging at my heart and many hearts around the world is the life of Jaheim McMillan that was cut short in Gulfport, Mississippi. Please join me. God bless you all, and I thank you. Please share this video and consider supporting Jaheim's mother's GoFundMe, where you can find it at GoFundMe.com / Justice for Jaheim. God bless you all, and peace.